pinnacle of Warlock is 3 spell slots and a bunch of once-a-day free spells of various level.
Yeah.
Cool, Crown of Thor, or Crown of Stars. Alright, well, I'm out of 7th level spells.
What level are you casting that at? The highest one. Wow,
Like the
cool.
only one I can?
The only one I can, because that's what it does.
Always the highest.
It's always the highest.
But of course, the hilarity of, yeah, you can get a nice level spell, but you can't upcast any of your 5th level and below spells at that. It will always be 5th level.
Yeah.
Because these are technically just special spells you get as a side bonus.
I thought they were still casted at like 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th.
Because Warlock spell levels don't go above 5.
Well, I know
But-
that, but I thought
but
it was
your
based
Mystic
on the
Arc-
level.
Well, no, because
That's
Mystic
full
Arcanum gives you a free spell of that one level of your choice that you get once a day.
I know that, but for the first for that amount, because they're considered a full spellcaster, don't those spell slots that they have for those still upgrade to the other spell slots?
Yeah, but you only have 2 spell slots for
Oh, I
like
know.
forever.
I know, but
I wish they did. Trust me, it would
But it's
make
like if
Warlock
you have-
a much better and more viable, like focused caster compared to Wizards being the all around.
So like if you're a warlock with Witch Bolt, or no, if you're a warlock with Shield, you can only cast Shield at like 5th level, but it gives you nothing extra.
That's my favorite part. Here's all these first level spells that don't have an upcast thing. So I cast Shield at 5th level. What does it do? Plus 5 AC and deflects magic missiles.
but isn't it like if you're like a level 20 warlock, isn't the magic missile that you cast still a 9th level spell?
No, because
No.
Warlock spell levels stop at 5.
Yeah, you don't
These
go higher than 5.
these Mystic Arcana that you get are basically just, oh, your patron's like, here, have a smidge of a 7th level slot as a treat.
Oh, I know what the Arcana is.
Yeah, those are
that's-
just one bonus spell you get
Yeah, no,
of each level.
I meant their actual
And
spell slots. I thought
Yes,
those kept
but
scaling.
your highest spell level that you have access to is 5th, so it doesn't go higher than 5th.
Yeah, they're full casters, but they only go up to like paladin spell levels. It's the dumbest thing ever, and they really need to fix that.
Yeah.
Like, look, if you're only gonna screw me into 3, at least let me go up to 9th level for fucking magic missile, goddammit.
Well, that's kind of what they
That's
why
what
they added the Hexblade. So you have the melee option. That's why Hexblade is the best warlock.
Yep, it's the, oh, I'm out of spells, but I'm not out of options.
Exactly.
You could do the Warlock Pact of the Chain and hope they don't kill your familiar, because then you get horribly punished for it. It's like, oh yeah, that fool's gone for like a day now, and you like lose shit because of it. This is the worst pact. Why would I take this?
Speaking of things that need to be fixed and not having enough spell slots, hello, it's time for the game. We're here and live. We've been live. But that's neither here nor there. This is us. Shane, hello.
Good afternoon.
It's 8,
yes,
It's
I
8:40
should.
in the evening, sir. You lush. No, just kidding. You're upside down.
Yes, I thought that was going to be a one episode joke, but apparently, no.
No.
All of them.
No.
Rez saw that quick flash to the spiders and pay Rin good money to keep this forever now.
Yeah, that was kind of mean, I suppose.
That was the best transition. Oh, hey, Rez is in the chat. Immediate
Rez is in-
transition to spider room. Like,
I mean, I don't know what he means. Like, it's not that bad, guys.
I definitely didn't go out of my way to make it worse.
oh my god, there's like 3 times as many spiders.
No, there's only
Oh,
just the 5 extra
no.
runners.
Oh no, the other casting.
There it is. He found it. Yeah,
I mean-
that's me. I did that.
Call
That's
call
a
it
nice rumor.
Lothers. It's Lothers instead of Breeze.
Oh, no.
Anybody got a fireball?
There's not enough fireballs in the world.
Yeah, Rez just self-immolates.
Red's like, it's not for them, it's for me.
Yeah, with the power of hatred towards fucking Australians.
The power of hatred destroys all spiders.
So you think you hate spiders? They're like neighbors for Australians, man. They gotta deal with that shit every day.
I actually kind of do. I have one above my bedroom door, and one that's living right on the fucking button to my air conditioning in my bedroom. It's fucking well good.
Shit,
It doesn't stop me from turning the air conditioning on, but
I was gonna
shit
say,
can
I was
be
gonna say they have like
startling.
they have projectile insecticides that can deal with that problem.
No, I just poke through his web every day and break it. Gets
Shane's
upset and runs away.
Shane's like, I've just been dealing with 148 degree Fahrenheit weather for 10 years now. It's fine.
Yeah, that's how it sounds. Anyways, speaking of
But yeah.
dealing with hot weather in this cold-themed game,
It's freezing here.
Yeah, at least that's thematically appropriate. Anyway! Nope, this throat is still a bit hoarse. Give me a sec. Oh, yeah. Last time on Winter's Gate was a long, long time ago, and, yeah. There's been a lot of beer between then and now, so I'm gonna let one of you kids do the recap. I'm kidding, I actually kind of have a vague idea as to what happened. Guzrock wanted to go on a quest to get some mushrooms, and that's exactly what we did. The adventuring party ran out and, found these cute little creatures called Sporlings. And then the Sporlings all gathered around Guzrock. They all blinked in unison. And then they started headbutting him and trying to sap his life force, but they have a bad a bad bonus to hit, so nothing happened. You guys murdered them all, only to find that they were but the babies. And the Spore Lord came a-knocking. And yeah, we had a fun little fight with a 3-phase monster that didn't achieve as much as I'd have liked, but knocked over Dardo and knocked over Jordan in the, last round of combat, so that was nice. You spent some time gathering all his bits and got a shitload of stuff, if memory serves.
Oh, real good.
I've got a
Ooh,
cloak
yeah.
of billowing.
Now, where did you get that? Ah, yeah, the fucking, the cleric. I think.
Because there was like a bunch of items that I guess
All of them were
were-
useless.
You think they're all junk items, but as a bard, Cloak of Billowing is just an absolute necessity.
Yeah, it's only natural. But yeah, you got that on a different quest. The stuff in particular was a whole bunch of mushroom parts. Like fungus flesh, sporling caps, sporling goops, Spore Lord bile, Spore Lord malt, mature fungus flesh, aged Spore Lord cap. A lot of it can be refined down to fun stuff, or just eaten. Of course, you'd want to cook it first, but yeah, that's neither here nor there. Anyway, last I checked, I believe you guys had a short rest and started heading back to town.
Yeah.
Speaking of Lorien, you still have no HP.
that's normal.
I mean, you've got like 40% HP. Didn't you guys just have a rest?
I blame Dido for not healing me.
We got a long rest, so
Yeah.
heal yourself.
Lorien's a bratty sub, so
I
got it.
blame my lack of healing. I'm dying. It's horrible.
But yes, now that
Okay,
that
Thurston.
technicality is out of the way, you guys headed off back to town and got most of the way when someone decided to say something silly, I can't remember, or they decided to spite me in some way when they were talking about the Feywild. So I decided to have Shay roll on a table to see what chimeric creature would be about. And that's when you heard the roar. The... what the fuck noise do goats make? The bar, I suppose.
It's called a bleat.
Yeah, the bleat.
Bleat.
And
I've had goats before.
I suppose another roar, but more of an animalistic one this time. As through the trees, you spot Shane, not remembering which room that he put this in.
Oh no.
Fuck me. This one! You spot a creature that is absolutely not native to this region. Everyone, would you be kind and roll initiative in about 10 seconds when I find the thingy? Go!
Why is there a tree in my way?
Why is Aldrich in front?
And why
Wait a
is
minute,
the...
I never signed up for this.
If I roll really well, I can just blast you guys, and it'll be sweet.
I'm sure Guzrock is also in front too, right?
I mean, I would have thought so.
I'm sure
yeah.
Guzrock is also in front, right?
Feel free to move yourselves within 20 feet of the edge, or 20 feet of where Guzrock is.
I'll just move to the other side of the tree.
Tree. Mark.
Oh, I'd have been right here.
It's so cute. I want it.
I don't think it's here to be our friend.
Yeah, I don't either.
You don't.
Oh,
know
damn.
unless we
All right.
try.
I mean, if you were a ranger, you could try and tame it.
Yeah, if you can somehow work out how to tame a chaotic evil large monstrosity, then I'd probably just give you a feat, because you earned it.
Look, chaotic evil, or the chaotic evil alignment for that creature is just a suggestion.
Yeah, and
It's
he
more
took it.
chaotic than it is evil.
Oh yeah, this one's just a mewling kitty. It's just rolling around playing in the snow.
Yeah,
Throw some yarn at it.
it's
Or a big plastic bag. Can we toss that somewhere?
Well, we learnt on Simpsons that even fucking lions or cheetahs or whatever the fuck they use get distracted by yarn.
Or you could just feed it nothing but tofu.
If you wanted to die.
No, sorry, that
Or
was
look-
that was Futurama.
Yeah, or look horrendously unhealthy.
Look, I learned a cool thing I didn't know about Beastmaster hunters or rangers in D&D.
What's that?
You know that cool picture they put out for Critical Role, the Dorolo family,
Mhm.
and Trinket is
Mhm.
still there
Yep.
because if you're a Beastmaster, your pet will age the same rate as you do, and they're half elves, so that bear will live for hundreds of years.
Oh my god, that bear is so old.
Hmm.
That's
And there's a
I'm like-
baby
I'm
bear
like-
too.
Yeah, I'm like, that is so cool. I didn't know that.
Trinket fucked.
Now I need to become an immortal being, and me and my pet friend will just travel through the stars.
Ah, get wrecked, Chimera.
That's okay. It's a slow but patient beast. Alright! Aldroic, you're the first one to spy this thing through the tree. Non-plural.
Through the
You
tree.
walk right through.
If I hide back here, he'll never see me. Giant emerald green dragonborn like poking out through the tree.
But yes, this thing was probably just muling around in the snow. You get the jump on it, at least. Well, it's aware of you, but you're the quicker one to act.
Well, I really do have almost all like close range spells. This sucks. All right.
Man, wouldn't it be great to be Peregrine with his, like, 120 feet range?
Yeah, I know. Like, let me just shoot this thing from a football field. I guess Vicious Mockery. But hey, Brad, you look real weird, and I've seen a lot of weird stuff.
Why
Yeah,
does
we
this
said-
thing have surprisingly okay wisdom? Not that it matters.
Get mocked viciously.
Now that it feels bad, I can compliment it and build it back up in my
Exactly.
image.
Now you will be my friend whether or not you want. And I haven't
Yeah.
used this in like 2 months. Okay.
Hey, that actually might be useful.
And Mantle of Inspiration for them, so they can all scooty up how they want to.
I'm going to pluck a branch from this tree first. I'll move there.
I don't think it will want to play fetch with you.
Who says
You're
I'm
welcome
playing
to
fetch?
try.
I was like, wait, it is 3, right? Okay, yeah, good. I keep forgetting because I'm so used to not having.
What is the
Such-
temp HP?
I believe it is 8 now. Yeah, 8 at level 5.
Sweet.
I'm not gonna move unless Lorian does, so.
We can move at half, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm gonna move closer. I wanna whack it. Yeah.
I do like being able to be more frivolous with my bardic inspirations, since now I get them back on short rests too.
That's pretty cool. This thing actually has a language.
Oh,
Speaks Marin.
speaks mushroom. Have you seen my friends? I miss them so much. That's will be it. I have a free action pose to let my cloak of billowing do its thing.
I like it.
It rushes past the group and attacks the billow.
Oh shit. It's like waving a red flag at a bull. I've made a terrible mistake.
It's got wings too.
It sure does. I just
Sure
read that.
does.
Is that all Eldruic?
Yep, that is it for me.
Lorian! Eldruic just played a little ditty.
And it goes something like this 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. What squares are this thing occupying?
Yeah, it should probably. Those ones.
Ah, you bastard. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, it's out of reach. Okay.
Throw your sword at it!
10, 15, 20, 25. 10, 15, 20, 30. If it flies, it's gone. Fuck. Where do I want to be to kind of preemptive that? I'll stop here. Yup. I'm gonna be here and be real intimidating.
Question, what are these lines?
The grey lines are a makeshift path in the road. They're just like. They were cobblestones going back 100 years, but now they're pretty faded and overgrown. But they still kind of have an indent.
Okay, so
And
it's not like a
these
frozen
blue
river.
ones. Nah, these blue ones are more of like a snowdrift. So getting down is like. You know, it's like. You'd have to take big steps to get up it, but I'm not going to say it's fucking difficult terrain.
Oh, I know what I can
And
do. I know what I can do.
This was the first map I made.
I know
That's
what
why all these things are on the actual wrong layer.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
Ooh.
I know what I'm gonna do. I'm going to point my sword at it, and I'm just.
Oh, I
going
just
to
fucked up.
I'm going to say, sit. DC 15.
Interesting. Let's see. What is that? What save is it? Wisdom?
Wisdom.
Yes.
That you warned that has a surprisingly good. Haha.
Only a +2.
It's fine. That is surprisingly good for a monster stat.
What language do you say that in?
Haha. Yeah.
It understands one.
Here's hoping it speaks common.
Sarandra.
I say it in drow. No. I can't hear Shade, but I'm assuming she said giraffe, which I don't speak giraffe. Common. I don't know what it speaks.
Look at its hands.
I don't know what it speaks. I can't assume that it's Draconic, and I don't speak Draconic.
Well.
like sure, I could meta out, but I don't speak Draconic, and I don't know what it speaks, which is why I said common.
My running theory is like, if it speaks the language that it does, it might have a chance of understanding common, but also, as per the spell goes, it just ignores it, I'm afraid.
If it doesn't know it, it doesn't know it. That's fine. That's why I chose common. It's the most common language.
It was a very good idea, and technically you would have made this made it sit. But, yeah. Unfortunate. Anything else?
You know what language it might understand? Gestures. That's technically a language, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just run up and point at the ground.
Shit. No, that's it. I words menacingly at it.
Alrighty. Guzrock! Lorian is trying to, I don't know, train this new creature.
I agree, and I'm going to join her in the training, and I'm going to use the little stick to play with it like a cat, and yes, that's what I'm going to do. I want to see if it's amicable to playing. I want to see if it wants to be a friend. I try to be friendly with it.
God, that's... fucking what the fuck do I even make you roll? I suppose... Give me... Animal handling times 3.
Animal handling times 3?
Yeah, we'll go in the order that they're presented, so... Dragon, lion, goat.
Oh, that's why times 3. 21. 20. Fucking goat.
Fuck.
You know the DC for that was 20, 15, 10.
Oh, that fucking goat.
It was looking like it was about to rip your face off. And then, like, you start waving the stick around and, like, hold it over their nose, and the dragon head kind of follows it, and same as the lion head, and they're kind of watching it. They're trying to see what you're about to do, but the goat head also looks like it's about to attack.
That's fine.
Anything else?
If it wants to headbutt me, that's fine. I'll chide it. No,
alrighty.
That's it. I'm just being a friend.
Alrighty.
It's a giant cat monster. Come on, with wings.
Jordan, you get the impression your friends are being really stupid right now, but it's also kind of funny.
I'm not being stupid. My thing was a spell.
Oh yeah, fine.
I'm gonna run up by... Hold on. Oh, it would help if I hit the right button. Run up 30 feet. Put my hand on Lorian's shoulder, twist my ring, and cast Warding Bond.
Yeah, I like it.
Lorian's going to look back to Jordan and say, "Why are you so close? That dragon head probably breathes fire."
Well, you ran away.
Just kind of look at Guzrock like, it's our job to be here. Alright.
I just like, there you go. Just a stick.
Okay.
Is that it, Jordan? Or are you gonna try and run away?
I can't. That was my whole full movement. My movement, my action.
All right.
Look, the dragon's enjoying my company right now.
I hope so.
But it also does say it can use the fire breath in place of the horns attack, which means it's also governed by the goat head.
Yeah, you have to charm all 3 heads, not just one.
Mm.
Well, I'm gonna say it's immediately gonna attack with the
Hey,
horns.
you know, what did Meatloaf say? 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Yeah, fucking oath. So it's gonna attack with the horns, and then it's gonna try and convince the rest of its body to do the work. And let's see. How the fuck do I roll this?
Yeah. Goat's persuasion versus the insight of a dragon and lion.
So Lorian has a +1 to AC and resistance to all damage.
That was to Guzrock, so 6 bludgeoning.
That's fine.
Hey, hang on.
No,
That's a 15 because of Vicious Mockery.
Oh, yeah, true.
that misses.
Hey, nice.
I did it.
Yeah, thank you. I will.
I'm just gonna say DC 10 Wisdom save to make the other heads cooperate. Well, good thing I was going dragon first. So it doesn't breathe fire immediately. But it also... it's gonna claw you. 19 to hit.
19 does hit.
For 7 slashing damage.
I go, ah!
And then it's gonna start shifting around you. There we go. Eldroic, back to you.
Hey, now, hang on, man. I see you creeping over here.
I don't know what you mean.
I got my massive spell list of support thing. Get baned. Maybe DC 14 charisma save.
Yeah, good choice. Yeah, it's baned.
And go back behind the tree. Actually, wait, no. First, I will give Lorian inspiration.
Yay.
Then I hide behind the tree.
Alrighty, Lorian!
It's a me. Ha, ha, ha. Ha. Stop right there, criminal scum.
Yeah, it doesn't understand you, I'm afraid. It doesn't get that reference.
That's fine. So I'll be right there, and then...
She just yells, then pay with your blood.
Yeah, then... I'm going to use the unpublished the pop my wings as a bonus action. It's totally how it works. Don't even worry about the real rules. No, but I'm
Post it.
It'll be published
Surely
in 3
you've changed
days.
your character sheet by now.
Post it. I will,
I'm
sir. Eventually.
I'm kidding, I don't really care.
No, I don't want to do that. Eh, net 20! Guess what I'm doing? Smiting, and smiting often. I thought about doing inflict wounds, and I probably should have. That would have been a sweet 3d10. Anyways. Not bad on the critical either. So... What's that? 14?
26 damage.
Yep. And I have 2 attacks now. So one more. Yeah. 8 19.
Yeah, that actually hits.
Okay, so I won't use the inspiration yet. That's another 9. And it is now, it's not marked, but I have Sentinel in place now that I actually hit it.
Yeah, remind me what Sentinel does.
Bad shit if it doesn't attack me. Or,
Okay,
or
cool.
tries to move away from me, because I can drop its speed to 0.
Gotcha. Alrighty, is that all?
Oh, actually, no. I'm gonna go. Guzrock's next.
Technically,
Fuck.
you would have had to have
Alright.
stood on those 2 squares to get flanking, but I'll allow it. You move there first.
Would I have? Because it would be across from right here.
Technically, that'd be that square.
Would it though?
Maybe. I don't know. Flanking rules are confusing. I think I might be remembering. Fucking
It's
Starfinder.
gotta be. It's gotta be corner to corner. So it would,
But wouldn't that be that square
It'd be.
and that square?
Well, the
I don't know. I don't really care. I'll allow it.
Yeah. So the
Guzrock's
flanking,
big enough that he
flanking
causes a-
rules get weird when you do it with a large creature as well. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Ah!
Hold on.
I've been
Oh God!
stabbed!
I can't
I've been
undo it.
stabbed.
She's just dead. There we go. Sorry.
Guzrock, what happened?
Come-
How long was I gone? How many years has it been?
Yeah,
It's been
Guzrock really
87 years.
We sold your
And his-
restaurant. I'm so sorry.
is encased in like insignia and gold medals.
He just gets negative zoned like in Superman, just sent out into space. Anyways, that's me.
Guzrock, roll me a D100 and roll
Fuck.
very, very high.
Wild magic, wild magic, wild magic.
46.
Okay, not high enough.
That's not high at all.
If you rolled like a 97, I was gonna say you do come back, as if from a time adventure with golds and jewels.
Oh,
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 Now you're just poor again.
now you're just poor. Oh no. The music guy.
Anyway, Lorian, anything else?
How Freddy, Fazbot, how do you just lose the song you had been playing this whole time?
it's like I don't know.
Yeah, it got real eerie quiet.
No, it
I wanna
literally
play
it literally
Smile.
just said it failed to load, so it's going to stop, and it's like,
Dude, I
how?
lost the disc.
How?
I can't. I don't know what else to play.
Just that
I'm
person that
taking,
throws the
yours, I'm taking your favorite song out of the jukebox. It's raining, men! Not no more, it ain't.
No.
I remember
Just
that
pop the
reference.
cassette out, throws it out the window in the car, right? Like, I don't know what happened to the music. I'm sorry. It's crazy.
There you go. It's a little too.
While you're doing that,
Inspiring for-
have you finished your turn?
Yeah, my turn's been done.
Okay, cool. You removed Guzrock from the initiative tracker, you rude arsehole.
Ah, fuck, they were
Uh,
next.
15.
Guzrock, roll initiative. I think you had a 15,
I did.
just so you're back on.
Yes.
You would think putting them back would fix it. Sorry, Guzrock's dead now.
Yeah.
This is
There you
his
go.
twin
Guzrock.
brother, Buzzrock.
So I point, I gesture to Lorian and I say, "See what happens when you attack people? Tell him, Aldrich. See what happens when they attack people trying to be friendly? Tell him that."
Yeah, this is what happened.
And I'm gonna
You know
take
what? I
out,
could try.
I'm gonna take out 3 rations. Most of them are meat. And I'm gonna just offer them palm up.
I like that we're beating the shit out of them, and they just like
Yeah.
get slapped in the face, and Guzrock's like, "Cookie?
Cookie?
Sit down and you
It's
sit."
gonna be very. You need to have like a good combat cut. You gotta teach them. You gotta
Come-
smack them. You smack them when they attack, which we did.
Compliance or the beatings continue.
I was gonna say I wasn't aware that that was what we were doing, but okay.
That's what Guzrock thinks we're doing.
Ah,
And we're eventually gonna lay down because he's tired, not because he's dead. It'll be fine.
Yeah, you just have to use non-lethal damage. roll me 3 more animal handling checks. Hey, this time the goat's on your side. The goat will eat anything, so it just devours a ration. The other 2 do not look pleased. Specifically because Lorien just chunked it for most of its life.
That's true, I did do that.
Yeah, one head just like snatches the ration out of your hand. The other 2 are still focused squarely on Lorien. They are not pliable at this very moment. Also, Rin, I love your Roll20 profile picture.
Thank you. It's been that way for months. Months, I say. It's not
Yeah,
true.
but we haven't played since
No,
then.
that's not true at all. It's just weeks at best. And it's glorious.
Gazrock, is that all you do?
That's all I do.
I miss him so much, Frost.
Jordan!
I can still hear his voice on the wind.
Yeah, the moment I get a house, I'm getting that portrait.
Oh, I have it.
Nice.
It's been sitting in my inventory waiting for the
Oh,
goat
there
ball.
is one thing I do. I shift
Oh,
here.
do tell.
That is all.
Yeah, fair call. Jordan!
Do I activate my mace? Do I pull out my mace, or do I inflict wound? I'm gonna... Which head is in the middle?
The lion!
The witch and the audacity
reach
of
it.
this bitch.
I reach out to the lion nose and stroke it gently and go, "That's a good boy." I'm gonna cast inflict wounds.
And then melt its face. Yeah, nice.
That's its face.
It's only a first level, so
It's a powerful first
probably
level.
not gonna be that great.
Or it'll be amazing.
24 to hit for 20
Yeah, that is tasty.
necrotic damage.
You
It,
almost did max. You just rolled a 1.
is not having a good time. It's like you reach out and grab its snout, and it is about to like recoil and try and bite your hand off when you channel that inflict wounds into it, and then it just recoils and yelps.
And then I'm going to take the attack of opportunity, and I'm going to move away.
Yeah, it's gonna make that with its
What?
claws because you just assaulted the lion.
Yeah.
17 to
That's
hit.
fine.
Minus 1d4.
So that's gonna miss because my AC is 17.
Yeah, nice.
So even if you
Alrighty.
roll a 1, it'll miss.
Anything else?
Nope, that's my action. I don't think I have a bonus action.
This
Nope,
thing
that'll
is
be it.
going to shift a little bit. Shift out of Guzrock's range. Shift over to there for 10 feet of movement. Guzrock, are you making an attack of opportunity?
No.
I missed the attack.
Sweet.
Fuck. Oh well.
Then it's going to blast both Lorien and Guzrock with a fire breath out of its dragon head. Can you guys make me a DC 15 dexterity save? Or take a shitload of... That didn't roll.
Yeah, I like how the little thing over there won't roll, and it's like, here's the average.
Or take 24 fire damage.
No. I mean, the average is there for people who don't like their dice rolls like me. Hey, high five, Guzrock.
Yeah.
You both take 24 damage.
Wait,
Uh,
inspiration. Is it a... Did it upgrade yet, Frost?
It did.
Is it D8?
I have, well, 66%
Ha
chance.
It doesn't matter! Oh well, it was worth a shot. I almost made it.
Almost.
You only take 12 anyways.
I only take 12, and then you spontaneously combust.
Ah!
Alright, I actually only take 4 because I have
And
temporary.
actually, that's also a +1 to saving throws.
So yeah, you take 12.
Oh, nice. So,
So
I actually
that's
take
12, 13,
6.
14, 15.
So, well, hold on. So if I passed, I would have taken half, and then you cut it in half again, so we would each take 6 instead,
Yes.
which would be cut into the temporary hit points. So, boop. Hooray!
Alright.
Hooray for an extra.
Now that all that maths is done, it's also going to bite and claw and misses both of them. So it's going to jump into the air and start flying away.
No, it doesn't.
And just why is that?
Because it provokes when it takes off, right?
Oh yeah, it sure does.
Aha.
But it's going to go through that. So
Uh,
go for it.
20. Stay.
Oh my god, that almost max damage is disgusting to see.
Yeah. So its speed drops to 0 and it doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, sweet. It tries to fly off, but you just clip its wing and it just slumps into the snow.
It's the cat that tries to jump off the edge of the couch and just falls.
It just fucking fumbles. Yep. It should still be right next to me.
Wouldn't it
No.
take 5 feet of movement before? I don't know. Either
No,
way.
it's if it tries to leave my thing and it provokes, it doesn't go anywhere. Its speed drops
I
to
always
0.
thought it, like it takes a step and then you do the attack of opportunity, or like you do it as it's taking the step. Ah well.
I mean,
Eldruic.
I think it's as it's taking the step. Like, if you're watching it try to get away, so you swipe at it while it's trying.
yeah. I don't want to do like the Mercer effect, but I've always seen on Critical Role he stops the movement right there because you're literally bopping it in the nose and going
Oh.
down.
You know,
If your thing had reach.
Yeah, if my thing. Well, I don't. So it's your call. I don't know. I've always seen it not move.
I'm not fussed. This thing is likely dead next turn anyway. Eldruic. Shay is trying. Guzrock is trying to tame this beast. You should kill it.
just run up and be like, here, look, I'll help it take a nap. It'll be fine.
And then just drain all its blood.
Oh, I can't get to it.
Look, it's just gonna be my pet in the restaurant. Nobody's gonna fuck with me.
Or it'll be delicious steaks.
All the guards will stab you on your way back in.
Man, I need offensive spells. This sucks.
You always do this.
I know, I'm like, I need offensive spell.
You
Liam
either-
tiny hut.
You either that or you take damaging spells in a
then
fire
I have-
campaign that are fire spells.
Yeah, who would do that, Peregrine? Well, let's see. He's still Bane, so that's good. I guess I'll just Vicious Mockery and be like, alright,
Shock.
bad dog.
Dragon go.
It has advantage because this is not, like, absolutely not a dog, and it just.
Well, like, he's
Mildly
like,
insulted.
but he
Would that
does
be
speak,
advantage
but
or would that
he,
be disadvantage because it's upset at being called a dog as a feline
And-
creature?
he also does speak Draconic, so you know.
Does Bane effect saves?
Yes.
Yes, so I need a 1d4.
All rolled.
Yes!
Yeah.
Take 6 psychic.
Nice.
Okay.
Anything else?
Well, he's trying to fly away, so
Could always get it taxidermied.
ooh, yeah, you could stuff it and put it in the restaurant, like when people walk in. That's all. Oh man, Guzzrock, you could put it over your mantle. It'll be great.
This creature is 66% noble. At
I mean,
least.
our goats really. We met those ones on the mountain.
Ah, shit. What if we cut off that goat head and put one of those goat heads on it? And then cast Revivify.
I have mending.
But it wouldn't be a creature. It would just be a slump, an object of dead animal.
It's technically not a creature anyways. It's a monstrosity.
Exactly.
Monstrosities are creatures.
Well, yeah.
We'll see. Now it's a corpse, so now Revivify will work. It's fine.
Yeah! Working around the rules.
Lorian.
Oh, back to me. Awesome. I will give it the king. Wait, did Guzzrock go?
No.
Guzzrock goes after you.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking of the provoke. Never mind. You do go after me. I give it justice.
Backhanded.
20.
Yeah, that hits.
And then one more. Yeah, natural 20.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. Is it still standing? Does it look pissed off? Is it doing anything fun?
This thing is still standing, but it
Smite!
is bloody as bloody can be.
Yeah. Hold on, it didn't roll. Smite. Why is it not rolling my smite? Is it just delaying?
Are you ruining Guzzrock's dreams?
What is he trying to do?
It depends on if they're lethal or non-lethal.
I didn't hear Did Guzzrock say
Guzzrock is
anything
trying
out
to
loud?
tame it.
Oh, I mean, I don't know that. I'm in the middle of protecting my wife.
You see me obviously trying to tame it.
I mean,
Hey,
I've seen
the
I've
updates,
seen
though.
you talk to it in common and then it attack us.
I want
It's
it as
okay,
a
you're-
pet! There you go.
Screaming is a free action.
Scream.
You just hear Guzzrock. No.
Yeah,
No.
Guzzrock in front of the smite.
Huh?
I
Dex
go
save
I go
in front of the
I
smite.
go in to do my obvious glory kill, and I come up short, and I will say, you have the arbitrary existence of, if we were playing this from a mechanical standpoint, approximately 6 seconds to convince it to be on your side before it hurts somebody else, and then I put it down, and I will not smite.
Wow.
on my critical, I will not smite. Because we want to tame the evil creature. Okay, I'm done.
Guzzrock, this thing is looking horrendously bloody.
Yep. I'm just gonna Guzzrock's just going to approach it. Set their weapon on the ground, kneel down, tentatively reach out, place a hand on it, and just say,
I just want to point out that Guzzrock does have some good berries because I passed them out last time.
Oh my god, don't heal the Chimera.
by one
I'm
point.
just saying.
No, it's maximized because she's a life cleric.
Oh.
Well, then it's like 3, isn't it?
Like 4.
Oh yeah,
It's 4.
It's okay. You'll boop it until it's almost down, and then just like
Only
Yeah,
cast
eat
but,
good
it.
berry
if
first
it
level.
if it eats all 10 of the good berries, that's 40
No,
health.
no, no. I didn't give. I divided them up between all of us.
That's fair.
But
What is that? 2, 4, 6, 8.
but
She's got 2.
yeah, but he'll kneel down, set their axe on one side, and just have they'll hold the good berries in their hand, but won't hold it out yet, and just kind of like put a hand on them, and just kind of like trying to make this gesture that they have this choice.
Right. Is that all you do?
I'm trying to calm it down. And I just
We'll have to wait till its turn to see what happens. So yeah, while you're doing that, Jordan, do you do anything?
I am. Give me a second. I'm going to move up. Ten feet? Yeah. I'm gonna move up 10 feet. Cast Beacon of Hope. And no, that's a lie. I'm not gonna do that. I forgot it's not a bonus action yet. Never mind, I'm not gonna do that. Gonna do. Alright, I'm gonna move up, I'm gonna pop my wings, and I'm gonna go like 20 feet up in the air.
Good choice.
And I'm gonna, yeah, that's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make sure I'm in range and pop my wings.
Right.
Alright, what's the verdict?
I'm just gonna roll something real quick.
$300d6 income.
Now, unfortunately for Guzrock, this is a conflicted creature. Chimera combines the worst aspects of all three parts. Its dragon head drives it to raid, plunder, and accumulate a horde. Its leonine nature compels it to hunt and kill. Its goat head grants it a vicious, stubborn streak that compels it to fight to the death. So I was going to blast you guys with another fire breath.
Okay.
DC 15.
Aw.
Hey, 15.
Oh, that's sad.
Nice.
Aw.
Lorian takes 14 damage split between him and his misso. Guzrock takes the full 29.
So it's what, 7?
Yeah.
And then this thing being compelled to attack Lorian because they were the one that pretty much carried this fight, doing all of the damage. It's
Excuse
going to
me,
throw
I
out-
did I inflicted wounds.
Jordan did a significant amount of damage with that inflict.
You did like 16% compared to
That's
Lorian's.
one. Lorian's
my
like 2
my
3
wife
times.
contributed, and I am proud of her.
Anyway, it's second Lorian.
Yep, here it comes. Let's go.
I was gonna say,
On the
don't
first
forget
one?
your Bane, and I'm like,
19 to hit, and the other one hits regardless.
I was gonna say the second attack. I can't do shit for it. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, that's fine.
Does 19 hit?
19 does not, right, Dido? Because you only give me a +2 with the ring.
No, it's a +1 for this one. I didn't shield of faith yet.
Oh, gotcha. So, yeah, both of those hit.
For 18 damage split between you two. Its melee attacks are kind of piss poor, but that's because it gets 3 per turn.
Yeah, it's... it happens.
So it's 9.
Yep.
9 for both of us.
Yup.
And that's all it can currently do. Aldruic!
All I request, Aldruic, is you just go, peace is never an option before you kill it.
I'll speak in Draconic as I point my finger at it. Actually, wait, no, I gotta get it. There we go.
Now you have double flank.
That means quadruple advantage.
Only if you were an elf with the elven accuracy.
Oh, that's
I
right.
know, that makes me sad that that is a thing, and it's only for the snobs. Goddamn elves. Then he'll say in Draconic, "You should have listened, bad dog," and then stab him with the dick.
Bad dog.
22. Fine.
Yeah, that almost made me so happy. If you just missed after saying that, that would have been.
I'd have been like, well, at least one of those heads is gonna be super mad.
The dragon head turns around and sneers at you, and then you just stab it in the cranium. It dies.
Stab it in the middle head while the dragon one can still hear me, and then I invoke the blade to drink.
Do you actually?
Yeah, it's like, here, have some chimera blood while you're at it. I've
Yeah,
fed you
add
so
that to the
poorly.
list of horrendous blood that thing has already got.
Look, I've given him like poison, cloud blood, and mushroom blood. So give him chimera as a treat.
It's 3.
This
Like,
is
yeah, I was gonna
one.
say that's 3
Blood.
bloods in one.
And at least one's magical. It's like buying someone a cheesecake for dessert. You're welcome.
So I'm gonna fly over and land between Lorien and Guzrock.
Well,
I'm gonna place my hand on their, a hand on each of them. I'm gonna use my twin spell ring to cure wounds, both of them.
I have no regrets.
Are you sure? Because it smells like there's a lot of regret from all that time.
There's a lot of fire still in his beard.
So they both get 17 healing.
Hooray.
Good as.
That's back.
Go twin spell.
That's back to full. Hooray. Why was a chimera out here?
Why are fairies?
Uh,
Why are there mushrooms out here?
Oh, is this all part of a clever ploy to be monster hunters?
I have no idea.
No.
All I know
If we
is
see-
there's a lot of stuff out here that
This is very strange, isn't it?
How bad is Guzrock still?
if I were to put a number to it, I'd say I'm at 19 out of 54. I'm fine.
I'll pump 25 lay on hands into you.
No, I was gonna pump 25. I was gonna use my channel divinity.
Nope.
That's
No, yeah, that's great. Nope. 22
Because
out of
it's like
54. Sorry.
second win.
Yeah, he's like, I healed myself. No, I'll do mine, because my resources and save your healing.
How much?
24, so I have 1 left in case somebody goes down. In case
Okay.
Jordan goes down.
Well, mine resets on a short rest.
Oh,
My channel
isn't that
divinity
nice?
does.
Fine.
It's like, fine, you know what? My spouse is getting good berries if she goes unconscious now.
Yeah.
yeah, just stuff her down. Stuff him down her throat.
Eat a good berry. Like it.
Speaking of, I'm gonna eat I'm gonna eat my 2.
Yeah.
My 2 good berries. So I
this
get
is-
8 healing.
I'd expect maybe the chimera in this kind of weather, but not the mushrooms. Usually it's a cool, not a cold place, and it's very damp.
Guzrock is gonna scoop this up and make a trophy out of its body. Jordan, this is
Sure,
for
you
you.
want to throw? There's a lot of lovely meat on that.
There it
Lovely
is.
exotic meat.
There is a dragon head, maybe a dragon's teeth.
I'll carve the meat up. This is gonna be a weird steak. It's gonna have like 3 different consistencies.
It's gonna be a little spicy, a little gamey, a little.
A little stringy.
You know, yeah, those dragon teeth you can, and especially if any of those claws are dragon claws, you can sell those to the right,
Oh,
The right
alchemists
potion
love
maker.
those.
mhm. That tongue will also go for a pretty platinum.
Are we able
Can-
to extract some dragon scales from its neck?
Why don't you collectively give me a survival check to get all the meat off its bones, because that'll be good for Guzrock. And then give me
Bard, Play me a song. 18.
Wheel. Yeah.
Skin us a
Will you
chimera, you're the Skinner man.
Okay.
Anyway, this is
Damn.
prismatic wall.
You all quarter the
23.
beast. Yeah, you all quarter the beast and decide to work. You know, it'll be faster if you take it in turns, or like take a quarter each, take a leg per person. Lorien, you get the impression that considering how they slew this thing in combat, their main aspiration is combat, and not gathering or hunting. So they just kind of ruin their carcass. They get 25 pounds of chimera meat. Then Eldroic and Guzrock, you do a lot better. You actually get the good bits. You get like the backstrap, you get the flank, and some strange organs in between. But yeah, you get about 75 pounds of goop and meat. This thing is a massive creature, so there's a lot of flank to go around. And Jordan, you get 100 pounds.
Can I really was interested in the teeth, the nails, and the scales.
Okay, well,
Because I'd
That
say,
is fair.
it'd be. I don't know if we can carry like 200 pounds of meat
Yeah.
off the way back.
hey, Guzrock can.
Well,
I
sure.
can
Let's-
handle
let's-
it.
we should get invest in a bag of holding, or at least a handy haversack.
Considering
can-
how this thing is joined together alchemically, you get the impression that it would be easier just to carve off the individual heads themselves and get the back to more closely work on them at home. So, with a 22, or 23 or whatever you rolled, you kind of expertly just carve off the dragon head and then just move to the lion head and just and then do the same with the goat head. As the rest of you guys are working, why doesn't someone give me... Or someone with the help of someone else, if you want. Why don't you give me one more survival check?
I will assist whoever's really good at it.
I'm a +5.
I will give guidance to Guzrock.
Hey, let me
Mine's a
get that.
+4.
I'll allow medicine as well. If you're
Oh, my medicine
really-
is a +7.
Oh, damn.
will-
Okay, I'm assisting
I will
you.
give guidance to.
Alright.
I will suggest guiding yourself.
I will guide myself on this check.
Nice.
Which
Just made the DC.
is a 24.
Okay, you quite adequately made the DC. As you're working on the heads, and then, like, you glance over at the rest of them, and Guzrock is just, like, kind of expertly just hacking away at flank and ripping up bones, and you spot something as he's going, and you're like, Guzrock, wait! You step over, and expertly extract the demon heart in one piece.
Do I recognize that as a demon heart?
And
Demon
while you were
heart.
going, roll me a d8 plus 3.
Oh, it's gonna be hot.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, nice. Just while you were working, you rip out 9 Chimera Claws.
Damn.
I don't know much about beasts, but this seems pretty similar to some of the work I did
I mean, seen one heart, seen
during
them
the
all.
war. So a demon heart, 9 claws, and all of their heads.
All
Precisely.
3 heads and was it
Well,
75
forfeit.
pounds meat each, or 75 pounds altogether between me and Guzrock?
I'll forfeit the meat Daito would have gathered because we used that roll for something else. So 75 for Guzrock, 75 for Eldroic, and then 25 for Lorien. So
Alright.
collectively, 175 pounds of chimera meat,
Still a lot.
which functionally just works as. I've never eaten cat before, but I'd imagine a really like gamey or mediocre steak.
See, you say that, but don't worry, you can charge twice the price at the restaurant because it's exotic meat.
Exactly.
And they just can't appreciate its refined flavor.
Would Jordan
What do you
know?
mushroom hat?
Would this demon heart be more? Would she get more out of it by taking it to? I don't remember her name.
You know who could really use a demon heart?
I've already got one,
Envy.
thank you.
My sword.
Yeah.
My sword. My sword could really use a demon heart.
He needs to upgrade.
I
It's at
need
the
the
last.
And no, not Envy. Who is this Envy?
Backflips and takes it leaves.
Would I know if I could get more gains out of it by selling it to somebody else or taking it back to the church?
Give me an Arcana check.
Oh, this is not gonna go well. Guidance. I got myself. $18.
Not
It's not bad.
Bad. Just holding this bloody thing in your hands, you know this thing is is filled with potent magical energies. Every now and then, like, you've been examining it for about a minute, and then it beats, and you're like, what the fuck? And as you continue to examine it, very rarely does it still beat after death. You get the impression that this thing might be a very powerful alchemic reagent. Or just very powerful in and of itself.
We could bring it with the heads and other things to any of the alchemists and skilled magic users and see what it's worth. And if they're like, well, I could just make it into a potion of heart beating, then you could bring it to your mother, matron lady.
And I
Good
will
to keep
this
options
skeleton.
Because Rock will be able to make a nice chef's hat out of mushroom and cook a bunch of meat.
It'll make for a great opening night.
Oh, imagine the Wellingtons made out of this.
Ooh.
Wellington.
I mean, you'd have to charge extra, right?
Oh,
It's exotic.
trust me, these are going to be ridiculously expensive. Can you imagine a chimera meat Wellington spiced with demigod?
That sounds really good.
With a side of sporting.
Ooh.
Sauteed and spawning.
Just in case you guys haven't written that down.
And I mean, we can mount the heads on your wall in your restaurant.
I will assume the ram and the lion probably not as valuable as the draconic one, but
But if you put them side
What
by
if
side,
the
they'll
three-
understand.
Oh, I'll just take the whole skeleton and have that mounted above in the ceiling by suspended. It can be a chandelier.
oh, I was gonna say you could make it a chandelier. That would be amazing.
Similarly, Jordan, you had just holding the demon heart, you felt a very powerful magical presence. You get a similar but lesser feeling from all the heads.
I thought it was odd that this heart was still beating, even though slightly.
Oh,
But I get-
It only does that like 1 beat per minute.
Yeah.
Being of demonic origin myself, what would I know about this creature and if it can reincarnate, blah blah blah, etc., etc. I want deets.
Give me whatever you feel is appropriate between nature, arcana, or medicine, or something like that.
Sure.
With
Later-
advantage because of your
later
background.
stuff is
13.
arcana. Demonic stuff is not natural.
Oh,
You have to use arcana.
Yeah.
Arcana.
Or religion if you have
Or
it, I
religion,
guess.
yes, you're right.
Those are the same.
Okay.
It would
I
be-
believe in you.
It would be. Do you want a new roll, or you keep that?
I'll use that one. I'll give you a little bit.
Okay.
You know that while this thing won't reincarnate, like that's the first thing you know. So you're safe to just leave these bits in your ice cooler. They won't regrow into a fucking chimera. But
Oh.
you know that well-harvested bits of a chimera might be reused in other works. That's to some degree of the imagination. If they're deployed with armies of hell or anything wacky like that, then it's worth it to bring the corpse back. But that's about the extent of your knowledge.
It's. Can you repeat that? I didn't quite understand.
It won't reincarnate, it won't grow back, but the parts you're ripped out of it, assuming they're well harvested, they can easily be reused for a similar process. So, given someone with a lot of talent, you would be able to make another chimera very easily. But they are also powerful alchemical property, like items.
So another alchemist can make a baby chimera.
Or, at
Or
least
powerful
make a new
wizard.
one. Hey, we know a wizard.
I wouldn't trust that wizard as far as I could throw him. He can barely count out
I wouldn't,
gold.
I wouldn't trust the other wizard we know as far as she could throw. Which isn't
With no,
very far.
she can't throw very far.
I know. I mean, I don't trust her very far.
Well, you've got to hand it to her. She definitely would try.
I mean,
I mean, we would have
Well,
to.
you would
you
have to,
literally
sure.
have to hand it to her, but
but even that doesn't really help because she would just drop it.
yes, she did always have a very lazy grip about things. Can't quite put my fingers on it.
She really
Should
can't
we
get a hold of her own life.
should we get this lot back to town? I'm sure Guzrock is itching to get ready for this big night.
Yes.
No.
I'm taking the skeleton with me.
I didn't hear that.
They're taking the skeleton with them.
Well, you could keep the skeleton for your chandelier, and then maybe some magical person will wander in looking for food and be like, "Huh, I could do something with that." Then you can work out a deal.
Yes. And then I could have a little club that I can raise. I will
That's
name. I will have to come up with 3 different names.
Pepito.
Larry, Moe, and Curly. Those are traditional names in my Dragonborn society.
Inside chat. I want to know if that's true.
My headphones stopped working. I'm sorry.
Is it true?
Yes.
Larry, Moe, and Curly. It is.
As far as you know, yes.
Those names will always be dear to me, not for their antics, but because the first ferrets I ever met, my grandparents owned 3 named Larry, Curly, and Moe.
That's amazing.
The dragon will be Larry, spelled Lairy. The lion will be
Should be Moe, because the ram's horns curl, so that would be Curly.
yeah.
Well, let's get cleaned up and get out of here. We have mushroom, we have meat, a bunch of potentially high-valued magical things like dragon's teeth.
Cool. Yes, we continue upon our way. Hey, what was the thing with the RH space 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 IA space CK?
Haha. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that.
Me too.
That's the thing you found on the wall when you hunted down the Chaos Beast. It was a word scrolled in a number of different scripts.
Oh yeah, we made a copy of it.
Yeah. So, yeah, you don't know what the word is, but you get the impression that it starts with a R and ends with a K.
And somewhere in the middle it has an yeah.
Precisely.
Riak. It's a rock, guys. Come on, everybody knows. A riak. It's a elven version of
Elven word
stone.
Ryok. It's just Ryok. If you listen closely, they're just saying what eif we spooky. It's just words pronounced weird.
It's just
Things we'll
words.
never know.
Unless you take it to a translator.
Yes.
Yeah, we could do that. Hell, who knows
Yeah,
how much
well.
money we might make with the dragon's teeth.
To
We should,
17th Frothy Avenue.
We should be on high alert. All of this meat is gonna give off a scent and will be targets for wild animals.
We'll have to make haste back to town.
You encountered this thing relatively close to the plains. Like, you're still in the forested area, but you're on a path, and it's not long before you're through into the plains where, like, given another hour or so, Skjown will be visible.
Back to town.
Back to town.
Less than you need a rest.
And a bath.
Especially the bath.
What time of day is it?
I can't remember those things, Dodo.
Why I
You had a
asked.
long rest, so it's probably, probably midday by the time you deal with the Chimera and carve it up and, all that fun jazz.
Gusrock, are you gonna need any help before tonight?
I wouldn't be opposed.
Give me a couple of hours and I can help with whatever I can. I just want to clean up.
Of course. I'm a professional. We should all be clean when we work.
Exactly. Start casting prestidigitation as we walk back.
Jordan enjoys her long baths, okay?
But at least
Yeah,
you won't
but
feel
you have
icky
to-
until then.
You have to cleanse, bath, cleanse. It's the only way to
Mhm.
do it properly.
Especially when you've been dealing with demons, you've got to cleanse everything.
Mushrooms, demon creations, weird cloud things. It's been a wild ride so far.
It's been 1 week.
Yeah, these are all just side tangents as well.
Yeah, so that's what Jordan is going to do. Jordan is going to go back to the temple, back to her quarters, and she is going to get washed. And before heading to Guzrock, she's going to try and sell some of this shit.
Fascinating. Why don't we
Would you like?
Call a break
I'll
3 minutes
drink.
early.
Okay.
Because this seems like a natural good pausing point. And I've been out of beer for about an hour now, so that's what we're gonna do.
The shakes are setting in.
They are.
The shakes. The shakes.
It's okay. My tea is stone cold now.
Yeah. Well,
I might actually try and make a coffee this time.
Yay.
I'll try.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to. I can't remember her name.
Well, sound it out.
The mother church lady.
Battle Mother Magdalene Larouse.
Yes.
Guzer's got a number of things on his list to do, so I'll give that to you after you get your beer.
Sounds good to me. Alrighty. Rin, would you be a dear and put up the away screen while
Oh, no.
we run off for a sec?
no. we're
Okay,
all
they get
here.
to see my fat ass walk away.
Yeah. Alright, so we'll be back in a couple minutes, everybody. Stay tuned for more Winter's Gate.
Just while you walk away, play the like sad piano from the Incredible Hulk TV show. I think Aldrich could be like, "Hey, if you want me to go with you to sell that stuff with my persuasion."
Not gonna say no.
Turn this window fan off. It is cold as shit in here.
Ooh. That looks creepy.
kettle was actually boiled this time.
Yeah, if I keep my backgrounds hidden, no one will ever see my lack of pants.
Man, lucky you. When it comes to streaming, I like go for full stops, like, you know, pants, belt, even fucking belt's just not fucking good for this environment, man.
It's okay. When I had the most streaming I did, which was when I was playing like Castlevania Symphony of the Night on the PS4, I didn't have to wear anything because it was just using a headset to talk. Because they didn't see me. It was just the gameplay.
Yeah, it's nice.
What?
And what are you shotting?
Mandarin orange juice because we're sugar-free or no sugar added fruit cups.
Ooh, fuck yeah.
I have ginger ale. I just used my big beer glass because I want a lot of it.
Sure, it's ginger ale.
No, it actually is.
Ginger pale ale.
Ginger pale ale. That actually sounds pretty good.
Surprising no one, I have the beverage of king.
That's not Foster's.
No, actually, wait right here.
Do you have the big can?
You've invoked the wrath of the Fosters.
It's Australian for beer.
That's not a beer. This is a beer. Just rolls in a 55 oil gallon drum of it.
Yeah, it's just a Simpsons episode. It's just wheelbarrowed in. Oh, you got a peach cup? Nice.
Tasty mandarin oranges.
Oh, mandarin, excuse me. Those are also good.
But with no sugar added, so it's fruit. It's just regular fruit sugar, so I can process it without having to worry about taking 7 shots a day.
Listen, those things were gold on the schoolyard. Yep, show
That's not a beer. This is a beer.
Hold on.
It's not as comically large as the Simpsons episode, but it's still pretty big.
Still pretty fucking big.
I was gonna say that is still comically large to me.
No,
so
I
big.
remember seeing one of those in Arizona and sending you the picture, and I was like, "Holy fuck! Do they really get that?"
Reminds me of those sparkling flavored waters you get at Walmart in a can.
Oh, the fucking huge ones, yeah.
The irony of it is, to get these, my brother had to go out of the country because
Yeah.
we don't make Fosters for regional sale because it's shit. We just export it to other countries.
See, look, mandarin orange flavored water. There's a theme going in that I have now become paranoid about vitamin C on account of the big C I got.
And along with that, I'm ready to punch my missus.
Yeah, got some
You're like-
DDR.
You're just like this stuff sucks, but people drink it, so what the hell?
Yeah,
Booze.
other
I was
countries
gonna
love
say-
it. Like,
I was gonna
if
say,
I
be fair,
remember
that's
correctly,
Hershey's.
it's
Hershey.
loads of-
I say that's
Oh, sorry.
Hershey's chocolate, because Hershey's chocolate in America is like the fucking lamest bog standard chocolate ever.
It really
Then you
is.
go to then when you leave the country, you find out that Hershey's is fucking amazing because they use actual quality ingredients in every other country but America. We just get the dog shit chocolate here.
Hershey's is pretty great over here.
And then Germany.
Hershey's
just
cookies and
laughs.
cream bars.
Oh man, Garibaldi's is fucking amazing. Back when I used to be able to eat it.
Andy Hoodle, is that everybody back?
I think so.
Yes.
I instantly regret my choices with this fucking PBR.
It's a
I got it
PBR,
for the
of course
sake
you
of-
do.
Well,
Yeah, I
was
got
gonna
it for the
say, you
sake
don't
of that skit going back about a year, and still have a back in my fridge.
Gross.
So it's okay. See, you don't have a spouse to beat. You're not wearing a wife beater, so it feels really weird drinking it. Like just
True.
something's not right here.
I don't have a car broken down on my front lawn.
Not yet, you don't.
No, my broken down car's at fucking work. Oh, how's this? My brother was like, fuck yeah, just bought a car, coming back, fucking parking it at work. Parking my current one at work so you can have that. That's yours now, done. I've been saying I'm going to give you a car for like fucking 6 years now. And then on his way back, it breaks down. I don't know what the fuck he does, but yeah, it breaks down and now it's fucked. It's not just like fluids or anything. Well,
Said he'd
I've
give
got
you
my
a
new
car.
car. See ya.
Said he'd give you a car, not a working one.
Yeah. This is not the first time he's done that, by the way.
I'm not surprised.
Fucking the car he was giving me he was gonna give me it like 3 years ago, and then he crashed his other car, so he had to use the car he was gonna give me. And even before that, he was gonna give me a piece of shit car, but his misso thrashed it, and now it's worthless.
Wonderful.
Oh well. It's pretty sweet. Anyway, that was Shane's complaining about his brother hour.
Oh hey, do we level from
No.
Riviera killing? Oh.
No.
No.
You know, I'm doing like milestone experience to some degree of the imagination. Or
Yeah, but we did
wait, no,
so
but I'm doing accumulated experience.
we did so much though. A couple got married. We got you know,
I mean, we got engaged, okay? We didn't get
Yeah.
married yet.
couple got engaged. It's as good as married. We fought an army of mushrooms and
Now a chimera.
and now a chimera. I got Thanos snapped.
Yeah,
That
but
did happen.
not long enough to get anything good out of it.
Yeah,
Hey,
but,
we don't
but
know.
long
Maybe
enough to gain a
Guzrock
level.
would-
What if time
Listen,
travels
maybe-
differently there?
Oh no! What if you went back in time and now you're level 1 again, but
Oh,
you're
no.
also like a teenager?
It's your kids, Guzrock. We gotta do something about your kids.
And go back to level 1, and I'm teenager Guzrock. I'm evil again.
Time to kill everyone. Mwahaha. And things I can't say because they're against terms of service.
Do it.
Something anti-nomadic.
Well, I know I want to go to the Mother Magdalene to see if she could tell me more about a chimera heart. Like, what can be used
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
This way I'm not just selling something that can be dangerous that I have to deal with later.
Yeah. As your... is it just you or
I'm
the
sure
group go, or...
I'm sure I'm tagging along.
You're holding the leash, so of course Lorien has to come. Hey, that was a positive
I
thing.
know how
not
Druid
a
wanted to go shopping with Jordan.
with your
selling.
He's there to help barter up higher prices. I'm just here to make more money.
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 Yeah. As you round the corner into the large courtyard that the church ground has, it's normally lush and green, but, you know, coming into winter, it's nicely covered with snow. You hear the clashing of battle, and peering around, you see several squires all wielding maces and in chainmail with shields, standing around Battle Mother Magdalene. She's standing there stoically with a big fuck-off warhammer over her right shoulder and a very big shield in her left hand. And she just looks cool. She stoically, nods at one of them and... rather, stoically nods, and all three of them try to attack at the same time, and she just smashes one in the face with a shield, brings her warhammer around and, very expertly knocks him over without breaking his entire midsection, and then elbows the other one in the face that was approaching her from her back. And then she rests on puts the head of the mace on the ground, or head of the warhammer rather, on the ground and leans on the shaft. Now, what
He
did
would
you
lean
learn?
on the shaft.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, it's apparent she's in combat training for people that would become war clerics or any clerics of a physical domain. And none of them respond immediately because they're all dazed and just out of it.
Jordan would say, "Don't attack first with your heaviest hit."
Well, that is certainly one piece of advice. Some might see it another way, but it is nice that you could attend us, young Jordan. Would you like a turn?
Yes, but I actually have reservations at an opening tonight. I was wondering if you had any information about chimera parts and what they can be used for.
I know full well they break weakly under a powerful warhammer.
Or a sword.
Yes, or a sword if you happen to have one. Beyond that, however, there are some uses that I can recall, most from my younger days, and never in favour of the church. The only things I can really remember them being used for was heinous. They often go hand in hand with necromancers.
Good to know.
Why do you bring this question to me, young Jordan?
I've come across a chimera. Not too far from the gates of this town.
That is worrisome indeed.
It's dead now.
And
It is dead now.
yes, I would assume, if you're asking me about its heart.
I was...
We had a companion that might have been trying to fall in love with it. We're not really sure what the thought process was.
It was the big one, wasn't it?
It was.
Why, I've been saying for years that casual racism exists and should be warranted.
Oh, that's a problematic statement. Out of character.
I'm sorry. What? What?
Oh, that was a
Basil Mother Magdalene is very, very old, by the way.
Yeah, Lorian's just
Oh
gonna,
no!
Lorian's just gonna side glance to Jordan, just like,
You just hear Alduric's voice in your head. Ugh, the old guard.
Hey,
Yeah.
she seemed to like me when I spoke to her.
yeah.
Of course you did.
Face.
You're like
See?
you're the same age as she is, like 7 billion years old.
Oh yeah, so there's mutual respect.
You're one of the
Just
you're one of the
deep-seated
you're one
hatred.
of the good ones, Guzrock.
Wait, what is the
Mutual
good
respect,
one?
deep-seated hatred.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, she likes you individually, but she doesn't like... I'm gonna stop right there.
Yeah. Yeah, we got it. It's fine.
Look, it's fair.
wink.
My kind are demon spawned raiders and pillagers. Right?
Yeah,
Not my tribe.
That's totally the justification for her casual racism.
Yes.
And conveniently, that is largely the same thing that Chimera were designed for.
See,
Which she does mention.
Chimera would have been gone so well with me.
I was
Yeah, that's...
going to potentially sell it to increase our gains to keep the party in this town safe, especially if, well, if there's one chimera, there's probably more. But if it's used in such heinous ways, I'm not gonna sell it to anybody.
Of course, that is only my perception, dear. I won't chastise you for such an action because it is very understandable. These things, at least in my perception, have only ever been used for bad. It's very possible that they could have useful applications. If memory serves, they are a power unto themselves that might be utilized by someone, perhaps a cleric doing good. It will require further investigation, however.
Maybe I'll
I'm-
just keep it here until I know more.
Yes. Naturally, I believe you're asking the wrong person. I'm a cleric of war, not a cleric of nature and bits.
A cleric of war, not a cleric of nice.
Precisely.
I'm a cleric of war, not a cleric of hugs, okay?
Maybe I can get a little bit more information out of the local alchemist. I was hoping to pay him a visit as well, but I will keep the heart close to the chest for now.
That's a good idea, young one. And be careful with the alchemist. He is naught but a little bit weird.
I've been around a lot of weird lately. Thank you, but I think unless we have any more questions, we should be off.
Does anyone else chime up?
Nope.
Any
I'm
religious
still
knowledge you need?
processing that last statement from her.
You think a demon heart close to the chest?
No, the
Oh.
racism.
Oh.
The heated battle cleric moment.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm not racist.
No.
But fuck knife ears.
Not racist, but it's like, let me stop you right there, war cleric.
Look, as a war cleric, I'm only upset against two things: intolerance of other people and fucking elves.
People who are intolerant of other people's
Fucking
cultures
elves
and
or
the
fucking
gnomes.
elves?
Those disgusting news.
I'm gonna go with that latter one, I believe.
Fucking
As we
elves.
leave and head to the magic shop or alchemist shop, whatever, I'm gonna talk to Aldruk and Lorian. Number one, Aldruk, what do you think? Should we still try and sell this heart to improve our abilities?
Certainly wouldn't hurt. Worst case scenario, if they won't outright buy it, maybe they'll turn it into something.
Yeah, maybe somebody can find a use for it, but
I know any alchemical ingredients that aren't just run-of-the-mill herbs and berries and things are usually worth a lot. Because boy howdy, I've tried to get into that business. It is cutthroat.
my personal stance is to destroy anything demonic, but there's value in trying to gain something from it.
Maybe they'll pay us to dispose of it themselves because they'll know some magical means of not... Fiends tend to explode when they die, if I recall correctly. And if this thing is
also-
still alive, I would hate for it to stop beating, because usually that means it's going to blow up.
Gazrock gets a D for inspiration for fun puns in chat.
Yes.
Maybe we should see
fucking
what
D4
this
code.
heart can be used for. If it's just necromantic, it might just be better to destroy it. But we need
Agreed.
ways to be able to protect ourselves. If there are more of these around.
We might have to return it to your battle mother to have it disposed of if they really seem to want it. Because given a chimera is alchemical in nature, if they tried to make their own, it would be much better to have this disposed of completely, any like wings, than hand it off to somebody or have them try to take it from us by force.
Yeah,
Lorian's pretty strong. I'm sure she could just crush it with her bare hands.
it's true.
There is the potential explosion thing.
But it could also be used for useful potions, not just bad thing.
I really
why-
wouldn't recommend ingesting anything demonic.
Oh goodness, no. Usually if you do, they have to distill it with a bunch of other things because it tends to kill you. Or do horrible things
Far worse.
from...
Think of your immortal soul.
I keep things alive. I don't make things out of things. I'm not a maker.
Well, I suppose the alchemist will have at least enough answers that we'll know what to do with it. And I know maybe they could squeeze some blood out from the head. I know dragon's blood itself is quite valuable.
I mean, I do have claws, if anything, and I'm sure they
And
can't be
teeth.
that.
Teeth are probably pretty valuable too. I know they grind it up for various things.
The DM didn't say I had teeth. I have claws.
Well, no,
You
the
have a
the
dragon
head.
head that has teeth in it, but you haven't ripped them out yet. You get the impression that the dragon head might be a little bit more valuable if you keep the teeth in it until you work out what they can do.
Ooh, that's true. They might give you something extra for the whole set because they can do things with the scales for armor. They might be able to extract blood. All kinds of things.
That is to say, I didn't want to have to look up a different creature on the loot table, so I decided I would just give you the head for now.
What do you?
Perhaps we'll split it into 13 distinct categories.
What
and
are your
visit 13
thoughts?
stores.
What are your thoughts, Lorian? Should we just destroy the heart?
I would feel better with that.
Pull it out of whatever bag I have it in. All right. I'll hand it over because
I'm
Jordan
gonna-
is not strong.
Yep. I'll take it somewhere secluded in case it explodes.
Yeah, how do you dispose of it, Lorian?
I'm gonna take out my sword and stab it.
The demon sword?
Yes.
Good.
I know what I was doing.
God damn, I've been played like a
it was a
fiddle.
You didn't figure that out?
I was very
Not
open.
until-
I was very
not-
open
not
about my
until-
intentions when we knew that there was a demon heart.
Yeah.
I was just like, well, you know, Jordan's
So
pretty
what-
convincing about just getting rid of this
I
thing.
am planning to get rid of it
But-
for
but-
me.
but like the whole try
Listen,
it. and maybe
listen.
it
Some
could
of our
sell it.
character arcs are about building a restaurant, and some of us want to power a demon sword.
Look, that's fair, but can I like
And
get a
some of
little?
us
Can
are
I
about making
can
our
I-
significant other more powerful.
can I stab it a little with the dagger first to
You
give
got
it
to
more?
kill
blood?
a chimera. I had to pull my punch on a critical.
Yeah, that's fair. You get this.
Yeah.
I concede
Does
this
make-
one, but next time I want to stab a god with this or something. Maybe
That's
it'll get
fair.
super powered.
You did that too. Well, half god.
Yeah, we did get to
Lorian.
do that one technically.
Lorian got the kill on it, but Eldruic did get some blood. Speaking of, Eldruic's blade is still caked in all sorts of mystery mush.
Oh,
Man,
It
I can't
just
wait to see what
hasn't
this thing
been
evolves
clean.
into.
you gotta wipe that
Yeah.
goop off, my dude.
I like how the
It's-
only non-demon is Jordan, and she is such an enabler.
Wait,
You know, we're
when
we're
is-
so good. We have to destroy this thing, and then
I am
try
destroying
one.
it.
I
I'm
try-
destroying
wanna
the
try-
evil thing.
I-
This
And
other
then-
evil
then-
thing.
then an evil sword shows up and it's like, hey kids, want to buy some evil?
What?
Yeah, I do like that. Like, the moment a demon sword comes up, it's like, yep, changing my vocation.
Listen, I didn't change my vocation. I just reflavored how things are going. It's fine.
Exactly. Look, one day the oath will be broken, and then they'll become even more powerful.
Exactly. I'll become more powerful than you could ever imagine.
Speaking
No, then
of,
his-
has that knife Bankai yet?
Yeah, I want to see what the
No,
hell's
because
gonna
by
happen.
then
with
his
the knife.
devotion will be to Jordan, and he won't need a god.
Boom.
The long
Anyways,
con.
I s-
Jordan's been setting this up the whole time.
I stabbed the demon heart.
Yeah, you place it on the ground and, like, grab the sword with two hands and just plunge downwards. And it does offer some decent resistance. Like, normally flesh and organs are pretty squishy. You've probably punched someone really hard and ripped out their intestines before, but this one, like, you press the blade against it and it resists. It doesn't pierce immediately. You give it another thrust and it rips and it finally tears. And psychically, you feel a scream, but it passes immediately. And suddenly, the heart that was inflated with power just wanes instantly. And that's all there is. You know, kick the flesh stock that was the heart just off to the side of the alley and turn around to rejoin your party. And as you're walking off, you're like going to put the blade away when suddenly you feel a heartbeat. Only one.
Just gonna look down at the sword.
How long do you admire it for?
Exactly 1 hour.
Yes. For what feels like a moment.
And you're like, well, now it has a heartbeat. I have to kill it.
Awesome.
If it's any longer than a minute, you feel it beat again.
And then I feel it beat again, because that sounds dramatic.
But anyway, you rejoin the party, and Jordan was going to the alchemist shop.
Yeah, I'm gonna sell some of the claws.
The closest one, and more specifically one of the only ones that you know of in Skyan, is a place called Mortarian's Mushrooms.
Quick question.
Oh no, it's run by the mushroom thing's dad.
Quick question.
Yes, Shay.
There were 2 places I wanted to visit before I got set up and started cooking everything after Gusrak cleaned up. One was going to be a clothier or leather crafter that can craft the mushroom caps. The other was going to be an alchemist shop.
We did discuss. I think you got a quote, but I never specifically said where you were going, so you probably just went to Mortarian's Mushrooms.
Probably the same place I got the mushroom from, or the potion from.
Yeah, exactly.
I go back to Mortarian. What's this place called?
Mortarian. Mortarian's Mushrooms.
Because everything's named after a metal band.
No, everything's named after a Warhammer Primarch.
Oh, that's right.
This is the Primarch of the Death Guard. All about poison and mushrooms.
Hey, can I be there? When they arrive? Yes, no, maybe so? No?
Yeah, we'll cut to Guzrock, and then halfway through we'll let them guys walk in. So, Guzrock, you've been here before, you got a quote for a couple of potions, but to set the scene, you walk back into this alchemist, and immediately as you do so, roll me a con save.
Hey! I'm terrible at those. See? I told you.
You walk in, and just the odor and stench and presumably toxins in the air just get to you. You immediately have to take a step back and retch on the sidewalk.
I walk
And then-
in, I go, excuse
Oh,
me. I step out, and I go, hoo-la-la! I step back in. I'm back.
and hearing that and hearing the little bone chime at the top of the door, a very tall man steps out, wearing a cloth over his mouth to presumably guard him from some of these poisons, and he's cleaning what looks to be a vial, because I can't remember the word of the other thing. Alembic, that's the one. Cleaning an alembic, and he places it on the counter and very deeply says,
Ah, Guzrock. It's been a time, hasn't it?
How are you doing, M? Can I call you M? Are we on that level yet?
I'll allow it. Why, it's been a delightful time since you visited last. What was it you were bringing me? Was that the mushroom bile, or something else? I've had a lot on my card.
I do have some mushroom bile, that is indeed true. But
oh yeah, you haven't been home since mushroom bile, whoops.
But you did some great work with the Remoras.
Ah, yes, the Remoras. Why, he and I have had some fun.
I have a query for you.
Shoot.
Are you capable of making babies?
Are you coming on to me?
Well,
Into
can it be
onto.
both?
I believe the process is not suited for the two of us, but I won't say no.
I like you. So, I have this, I have the bones of a chimera. Chimera. Will you be interested in making a baby with me?
I'll tell you, I've heard worse propositions.
How much would this run me, do you think?
It depends. Just what do you want out of this baby?
I would like a chimera cub to raise as my own and look after my restaurant.
I've heard tell of experiments. My accomplices in times before have done similar things. It is a difficult thing to do unless you have original parts.
Well, I do have its skeleton and some of its meat. I could
Well,
offer you a free meal on this opening night if you are impressed enough with the Chimera Swellington spiced with demigod ashes, sautéed with sporting caps. I imagine there's going to be a lot of it to go around today.
that is an exotic meal. Tell me of these spalling caps. They intrigue me.
He will pull out the. He will pull out the sporling chaos. There's sporling goop. Of course, he's gonna keep some of it for the meals and stuff, but he's gonna show them. And we got a ton of it, so.
Yeah, you got shitloads. You rolled really well. I was going to call it Orpharius and Omegon's apples and oranges.
Oh, there you go. I like it. Something convoluted.
What?
Nothing.
Me and Rin being nerds.
I do like apples and oranges.
How much of it do you pull out? Do you pull out everything, like all the exotic goods from the Spore Lord specifically as well, or just the spalling stuff?
I'll pull out samples of each of them.
Yeah, he is very, very intrigued. His gaze immediately goes to, like, the bile of the Spore Lord. He doesn't pay much attention to the flesh, but he does glance at it. You get the impression that it's probably useful. But his gaze definitely lingers on the bile of both creatures and the malt. Excuse me.
You seem interested.
Oh. Now this is peculiar. Just where did you get such a find?
Portals appear to be opening up all around the city. I traveled outside and hunted these.
Oh. I suppose that explains the influx of useful material lately.
Indeed, I'm not complaining.
This bile from the Spore Lord, did you say? Why, I can just imagine any number of uses.
I will require some of it to make some trippy soup. If I ascertain correctly, it can make you remember dreams. I have no idea what else, and I'm eager to find out.
Let's have a gander at what I wrote down.
I will read it for you.
Yeah, I have it up in front of me as well.
Okay. Spore Lord Bile. This dangerous bile is a poison to the touch. It can be synthesized into deadly contact poison, which deals 8d8 poison damage, or half as much on a DC 21 Constitution save. Otherwise, this can be painstakingly simmered down to a plant-based gravy that causes the consumer great visions of their dreams. After 1d4 hours, something funny happens. I want to know what that funny is.
Well, you just have to make the gravy now, won't you?
Absolutely.
That's what's gonna be served on opening night, didn't you know?
Look, there's going to be some really, really rich people who are interested in trying these out, and there's only one chef in the entire city that can do it. I'm going to be fucking rich.
Yes. Now this is a fine vintage indeed.
He grabs the vial of Spore Lord Bile and, sniffs it intently, and even goes so far as dipping his finger in, gazing at it as it kind of singes his flesh, just the poison digs into it, and then he licks it as well. And he has to tense up and kind of flex his muscles to, as his body deals with this powerful poison. But after 10 seconds he swallows and
a very fine vintage. Why, I can do wonders with this. Sorry, the moment escaped me. What was it that you wanted out of me?
A chimera covering.
Ah, yes. Gift me some of this bile and some of the parts of these creatures, and I will try my best. Of course, it will be difficult without the rest of the pieces.
I will give you as many parts as I can, but as I did not strike the killing blow or deal the most damage, I had to yield the most valuable pieces to the others.
Most unfortunate.
remind me, how many vials of Spore Lord Bile did you get?
A lot. I got a whole 12.
Why, gift me 6 quarts of this bile, and I will do my darndest or fail gratefully, and refund some of your goods.
I will give him 6. I will give him half of my stuff because that is 6 vials.
Yeah, he very gleefully grabs them all amongst his fingers and just carries them off to his back room.
Now, you're welcome to leave the bits and pieces that you do have. I shall start working immediately.
And I will. I'll take what I can because it is a ton of stuff. So I'll leave whatever I'm not going to be using. And I will turn around to start making my way out of the door.
It's probably at that moment that the rest of the party gets there, and they crack the door. They're just having their conversation about demon hearts and the use of their, the realistic use of them and yada yada yada. And they crack the door and just get a face full of poison. Everyone else make me a con save.
6.
Oh.
So
Thanks, buddy.
Jordan cracks the door and walks in. And then she's like, hey, Guzrock, and turns around to see Lorien and Aldrug just retching on the sidewalk.
What's wrong with you guys?
Looks like Guzrock is doing something to kill us again.
It wasn't
That
even
doesn't
my
sound like
fire.
Guzrock.
Might just be the shop.
Take a look around. I mean, the shop looks fine to me.
Oh, you don't smell that.
It smells like it always smells.
That's not a good sign.
Oh no, can Jordan not smell?
Oh no, she has.
Oh no.
It does smell odorous and stuff like that, but Jordan is
But it
being
smells like it
inside
always smells.
stuff like that. Yeah, it's normal.
Jordan's like, I've been here tons of times.
Oh.
As the bones on the door clatter and chime, Mortarion glances up.
New customers. Come in. Don't mind the carcass on the floor.
Oh, that wasn't always there.
No. This generous individual just provided me with the bits.
Yes.
Bits of.
Yeah, glancing
She
down, you
doesn't even
see...
finish this sentence. She looks down. Does she know what it is?
Yeah, you very intimately know it to be that thing you killed earlier today.
Oh, they generously donated it, huh? How
Well,
much?
I'm gonna get it back
Oh.
in a different
Oh.
setting.
The chimera thing.
You donated it to get it back?
Yes, in a different form.
What form?
Indeed.
You don't have to be coy. We all spend time together.
It's true. I want a baby.
Oh.
Aren't you a little old for a baby?
Shouldn't you talk to your girlfriend about that?
I think he means the chimera.
Oh, I mean, you don't call those babies.
The cubs? Because I mean, it's mostly lion, right?
Yeah.
I call them couplings.
Okay, because you were using the B word, and that's like humanizing it, and you probably shouldn't do that.
Oh no! What if?
Humanizing. Humanizing.
You know, humanoidizing. If you treat it like a humanoid, then
Do we need to have another talk about racism?
no, because it's
Battle Mother walks right in. I'm
No,
liking what
in
you
fact,
say.
in fact, we don't because it's a monster. So-
I am technically a monstrosity.
I mean, are you though?
Yes.
Because according to Wizards of the Coast,
What?
you're not.
What?
It's people. Guzrock is made of people.
Mm-hmm.
What is your plan for this coupling?
Look, I just want a pet, okay?
Have you gotten permission from the city to do that?
I mean, I own land here.
Yeah, but you're going to have a monster here.
You might want to invite one of those
Make sure that
city
it's-
people to your restaurant tonight to butter them up for that.
Yeah, make sure it's safe, that it doesn't, crave the flesh of humanoids, accidentally eat a small child. The normal things that you keep
myself.
monsters from civilized areas from. Yeah.
Yes, like
myself.
like how you don't eat people at least
Anymore.
in town.
At least in
You don't
town.
publicly eat people.
There was a cauldron of dwarves,
Yes,
and we're not going to talk further about it. But I remember the stew.
I will teach it not to eat people publicly.
Yeah, that's all you really can do. I suppose that's pretty good.
So I'm going to assume that the coupling, she's trying very hard not to just call it an it, and it shows on her face. is going to be traveling with you as you train it?
Yes.
Or are you
like-
just going to let it loose?
Like your human dogs.
I don't have a dog.
Oh.
I did once. You're gonna have. Well, okay, you'll also need to find somebody that can train exotic creatures because they probably. I don't know anybody that knows how to train lion cubs, let
I
alone with
did lead a tribe into battle before and rode on monstrous beasts, so
Well,
I
yes,
can give
but
it a
you-
shot.
I mean, for and he's like a civilized life.
And what are you going to do if you can't train it and it goes rogue?
If it goes rogue, then I would be incredibly sad that I have to put it down, and I will cry.
I don't want to see Guzrak cry.
I mean,
His
as
eyes start to
long
get a little watery.
as
No.
Guzrak knows what he has to do if he cannot successfully train.
No, I don't want to speak of it anymore.
Wait, are you?
But I can't promise that the church isn't going to come after it.
And
No.
it's still a monster in civilized area.
So am I.
No, not
Well,
really.
you can talk and things like that. We'll have to see where the dice fall. I mean, it's got a dragon head. I can speak to at least a part of it.
Shit, you can do that? Why didn't you do that?
Well, at this point, we had bludgeoned it. It was slashed, and then you fed it while it had like gaping wounds, and I had made fun of it a few times.
There's
It
true.
probably didn't want anything to do with us at that point, other than eat us or run away.
He did try to run away.
It did, and it didn't make it far. I apologize. It's pretty rude for your pre-cub. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to speak ill of it.
That's okay.
He tries to eat me.
Actually, it looked like it was coming around everybody to eat me.
I'm talking about this new cublet.
Oh, well, as long as you don't hide behind a tree, apparently it won't bother you.
As long as we know what the repercussions are if it starts attacking people, citizens, and if
Where's-
the church finds out.
Worst case scenario, we get the crazy wizard guy that we pegged and have him, like, put it to sleep while we ship it away or something. Send it
And
to
where
somebody
it hurts
quick.
nobody, and devour as many beasts as it desires.
Worst case scenario, just hopefully not leave it too close to a farm where they have problems with cows and tentacle things.
Look, I'm gonna be well fucking stocked on food.
And this will probably take a while with the whole creating a youthful version of a creature you usually kill and then slap all the pieces together and reanimate.
Well, I figure it's easier to make a smaller version of it and let it grow than just make a bigger version of it
Well,
and let it be crazy.
I mean, fair.
Jordan turns to, what's his name? Moritan?
Mortarian.
Mortarian? Well, I guess, with your current endeavors, these will be, more useful to you. She holds up a couple of the claws.
They might be useful, but they are such a minor property of such a grand beast.
Nudger, kind nudger, would show him the goods.
I am. That's all she has. She has the claws.
You have all the heads too.
I do have the heads. How much for the claws? Jordan is not sold on helping create this chimera yet.
I'm not convinced at all.
That's why you don't
I
give them
don't
all.
believe I'll be able to get much use out of the claws for the large man's venture. But I know they can be ground and distilled into useful potions. If memory serves, they allow the imbiber to breathe fire. And thus,
Kind of like what you do, except for yours isn't actually fire, Eldrick.
Mm-hmm. Would be interesting to have bottled dragon's fire.
Don't you breathe like headaches?
Wait, you can do that?
You've seen me do that, where it looks like I'm yelling at them, but nothing is coming out, and they're still holding their heads in pain.
and thus, I believe 20 gold per unit will be sufficient.
I nudge Eldrick.
Alternatively, this could be a good learning experience. Give me some more gold for the rest of the reagents, and I could fabricate some potions of fire breath for you.
How many potions could you get for these claws?
I believe I can make 1 per claw.
What if instead of extra gold, we just get a certain amount of potions and you keep the rest of the claws?
For how many is it you have there? 9, is it? I could make you 6 potions, keep the 3, and call it even.
It wouldn't be too bad. It's 20 gold per claw.
Yes, but breathing fire is not conducive to friends, as you've found out multiple times.
This is regrettably very true.
Unless,
What
number
else?
one, would you like to breathe fire?
In the icy regions that we are surrounded, does that not sound useful?
What about 2 potions of fire breathing, 50 gold, and you keep the other 2 claws? Or you keep the other 7? Because I'm sure these potions of fire breathing are quite expensive normally.
Normally, well, to be honest, I might try and flog them for, say, 50 gold per unit.
You could still turn a profit if you sold them all if we sold them to you for 30 gold each, no?
But consider the work and extra reagents that go into it. 20 per unit. Otherwise I can fabricate potions for you for but a measly 5 additional gold per unit.
Could, So it would either be 180 gold, or it would only cost us 50 gold, but we'd have 9 potions of fire breathing.
You have 50 gold?
45 gold.
Or 45 gold.
Do you have 45 gold? I came here to make money, not spend it.
I do not. I spent all of mine on the studded leather armor.
So unless Lorian would like to breathe fire, I'm not interested in the potions.
I have 500 copper. Otherwise, I'm not really.
How much gold did you need?
45.
Oh, yeah.
I'll
5 gold per potion.
more specifically. So you can sell 3 and spend 3 for 60 and then spend 30 on 6 potions. Plus, how many potions of fire breath do you actually need?
Lori, Jordan's not going to use it.
I have some gold stocked up if you need any.
But 25 gold, it's a claw.
Persuasion.
Guidance.
You know, there are some technicalities to when you can go about casting spells in people's
Well,
places of
if he
business.
wants to counterspell it, he's more than welcome to.
Remind me, what is the component of a guidance spell? Is it
Verbal
somatic?
and somatic.
So she reaches
Give me a
out, touches
con
him, and
I
says,
reach out, I
"Guidance."
touch him, and I say some words.
Yeah, give me a con save as you breathe in to say these words.
I mean, I've been breathing to talk this whole time. An 8.
Use-
Yeah.
Guidance yourself,
perception.
quick.
You take a deep breath, and then suddenly cough because it's you just copped a mouthful of like poisonous spores. But a 13 isn't bad. He'll haggle you down to 22.
I think we're going to get much more than that. That's not bad.
No.
22 per.
No, that's okay. I will take my heads and my claws, and I will leave. But thank you.
Yes, you didn't even get to see the heads. Shame.
The heads, you say?
Lord Jordan's leaving.
Jordan, wait, he might change his mind.
I'm no longer interested.
As she leaves, Morturian turns to Guzrock and kind of tisks. It is a shame. Those heads might have furthered my, or more specifically, your venture. Alas, I'll do what I can.
Gozerick will step out and follow Jordan. How much do you want for the heads?
For you not to have a chimera?
What am I to you?
A big, hulking old man.
I am a monster, and I acted a bit when I was in my youth. If I can raise something to be...
This isn't
What
about
people
how you
say.
can raise it.
And how do you know?
This is that I don't want to have to turn my back on a friend because people who raised me will come after this chimera. I can guarantee it. And I would rather tell you no to this now than to watch you suffer, as their cruelty will make you watch as they massacre it in front of you.
You really think that they go to such an extent?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Do you think they
Very
would?
much.
And
They are
not
very
out of-
radical, and they
not-
are very set in their ways.
I don't even think it would go that far. I think out of the safety of the people of this town, they wouldn't allow it to be here.
Well, Jerk's like, you missed the racism. There was.
I'm speaking.
I-
I'm speaking from a practical point. There's a difference between you being here, Guzrock, and trying to raise a chimera and hoping that it won't act on its base instincts, that is to eat people.
And what do you think my base instincts are?
you're capable of choosing not to eat people in the city.
I was born in the abyss. You think so?
Well, then you understand that the moment you cross that line, there are ramifications for it. The beast will not. Do you think it's fair to bring that creature here under the circumstances, knowing that not only are you putting innocent lives at risk, but that creature's life as well?
Why don't I speak to your people then?
I don't think you should do that. It might be better for you, honestly, if you're dead set on doing this, to speak to somebody who's capable of raising monsters and finding out how they do it safely and on the outskirts of the city where it can't do harm.
You say that like I haven't raised them before.
I don't know that you have.
Have you?
Yeah, I have. This is the first time this has come up, Guzrock. I'm not making assumptions. I'm speaking practically. I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt and a way for you to have this thing that you are suddenly set on having after seeing a chimera for the first time that I'm aware of.
Aldrich, you were there when I spoke of it.
Mm-hmm.
I think we were all there when you spoke to it and then it
We were.
attacked us.
Yes.
I'm speaking of the prior evening after you proposed. And we were left to clean up. Yes, I have raised beasts. And for a more unsavory purpose. One I do not wish to do anymore. One I led my clan away from.
Have you raised chimera, or do you know anybody that's raised?
Personally,
More.
not chimera before, but large monstrosities used for riding into battle.
Like what? Demons? Like yourself? With baser instincts than what you have?
Do you think my instincts are that based?
No. That's why I said baser instincts than what you have. Because that's what this chimera is going to have. You have the ability to make a choice. You have the ability to live with that choice. I just saw it when you cried at the thought of losing this chimera, which is a 100% possibility as soon as it's created in this city.
It's not a possibility if it's 100%. Tell you what, if I cannot convince your people to afford me the opportunity, then I will concede the idea entirely.
It'd be a very hard sell.
You're trying just... I'm not going to tell you no if this is what you want. To talk to Mother Magdalene, but she is very radical. And she is more set in her beliefs and ways.
So was I. But, as you said, she has the opportunity to make a choice too.
I already know what that choice will be.
Let them find out for themselves.
Yeah, He already starts to make his way, but he'll make one more stop. The only other thing is he will drop the mushroom caps off to be, or at least as many pounds that he needs to, because I think it's 25 pounds.
For the helmet?
Yeah, and he's got 50 pounds of it, so half of it.
As Guzrock walks away, Jordan's gonna turn to Lorien. I just don't want to see him get hurt.
He's determined to make his own decision, including hurting himself. We've made our case and spoken to them reasonably, and if they're dead set on finding out the hard way, let them.
I just don't want to take part in something that I know will end badly.
The problem with being a sentient individual is they're able to make their own decision. You've done what you can. Let them fail if that's what it's going to take.
All right.
I've said my piece. I'm washing my hands of it.
Did we ever discuss what the crafting of the Spore Lord cap would cost? I was just having a look at our messages, but I don't think we did.
Nope.
Okay.
At least I have no notes of it.
Yeah. Considering that it has to be master crafted, they're going to ask for at least a 35 gold retainer, as that will cover at least 7 days of labor.
Done.
But you only have to pay for the labor, since you're providing all the material components as well.
You said 35?
Yes. 5 gold per day.
Fine.
And that, at present, is just an estimate, because they don't know how long this will take.
Alright, it's done.
They've never crafted mushroom before.
I want it to be made into a chef's hat.
So you give them some stalk as well. Even better.
So while Guzrock's off doing that, I'm just gonna look to them. So who else are we going to go visit about these claws and the heads if Guzrock isn't gifted the ability to make a new one?
The idea is already in.
No,
We'll
let's
have to
see
find
where-
somebody else.
See where this takes us first. No point in looking for
Oh.
Plan B until Plan A fails.
Oh no, but did you have any other places in mind to sell those claws if Guzrock hadn't brought up wanting to use the heads?
Oh, no.
Not at the moment.
We don't need to get rid of them right away either.
Mm-mm.
That's fair. We might find another place that, or someone else that does alchemical reagents and things.
I wouldn't have sold all 3 heads in the same place. Anyways.
Oh no. If they were looking for specifics, like especially chimera claws for fire-breathing potions, probably would have just suggested the dragon head. 'Cause that would have fetched a pretty penny.
I mean, if we just carve up the dragon head for individual parts and just sell it little by little, it'd be just as lucrative. But nobody has to know that it's a chimera.
I just think it's a smaller dragon we bested.
I am going to go talk to Magdalene Loris.
Yeah. Fascinating. Skip this fuck. Goddamn. Alright, do you want to do that first, or do you want to discuss carving up the dragon head first? If you guys are settled on that.
No, we were just discussing it. We weren't actually going to do anything.
Yeah, we'll wait to find out what the answer is.
We're not
before we
actually
carve
carving it up.
Yep, fair call. Heading back to the church, it's only 2 or 3 blocks. It's not that far. Walking into the compound, you see 3 squires. They're standing there doing star jumps in full armor, like full chainmail, and they're sweating their cunt out even though it's cold. And they're complaining amongst themselves about how, oh, she's a bit of a bitch, yada yada. But looking around,
Hey, that bitch has kicked my ass before.
these guys all look bruised and they just give you a sneer. A knowing sneer.
I'll punch one of them and go see Magdalene.
Yeah, the one in the middle, I suppose.
Yeah.
You reel back your fist and he cowers immediately and just crumples into a ball.
Yep. Okay, I don't.
And good.
My fist comes up to him and I just go and walk away.
That is hardly the response I require when a great individual reels for an attack, young one. You will be doing double exercise this evening. Battle Mother Magdalene says as she steps out from the church and witnesses the entire event. He kind of sobs and gets back to doing his star jumps.
It is good to see you again.
And you? Why, your friends were just here. What brings you here?
Well, I would like to speak with you a bit more less occupied space for your opinion. And to help me settle a bargain.
Very well. Your presence has tormented the younglings enough. I suppose they can get to their exercise in peace.
They need
Come.
it.
She leads you back to her office. It's a familiar place. And remind me, was anyone else here with Gozrock, or
Nope.
are you guys waiting outside, or what's going on?
I said I was washing my hands of this. I'm not anywhere near it.
Jordan is going about the business she was gonna do.
We
Okay.
Getting a bath. No, she probably got a bath before she went out, but
Huh.
she is not there.
Taking a walk around town.
we are both old enough to remember crossing blades with each other's armies.
Unfortunately, yes.
Your protege and companion. both-
Yes, I was about to say companion is probably the best word for the current moment.
They both believe that I should withdraw my aspirations to raise a creature much like myself. And I was wondering if this knowledge of me wishing to raise a beast like myself within this area would go against your teachings. Would you be obligated to kill such a creature within these walls?
In my younger days, I was stricken by seeing such creatures bring my friends and companions down many, many times. I'm not
pleased by the idea, but as I was telling your companions, you are but the exception. I might be convinced to give you the benefit of the doubt, but I do not like it in any way.
Nor did I expect you would. However, I have seen many of my brethren cut down before I recognized that my family were but slaves. Pawns to be used in a demon's greater work. That I am no more.
I'll say it plainly. As long as it is not within the city and restrained at all times, I won't go out of my way to hunt it. But should I hear reports of anything bad happening, why that falls under my direct responsibility.
If anything bad was to happen, I would be the first victim. And I do not go down easily.
Wow, that's a shame.
I'd be dead a long time ago if I did.
And then Guzrock realizes what she meant after he walks out.
Oh! Well, for my favorite enemy, maybe I can make an exception.
How generous. But to reiterate, you have not invoked my ire just yet, Big One. But that can change very swiftly when you are dealing with such monstrous beasts.
Well, at least 66% of it will be as dangerous as a kitten. The other 33%, well, I'll just have to keep them well fed.
As dangerous as your bard, friend.
Give or take. A little more spicy, perhaps.
How rude. I'd advise against it regardless, but I know the way you opened this conversation by saying that this was your aspiration or one of your lesser dreams, so I won't stand in your way just yet.
If it turns out that this beast is beyond taming through raising it properly, I will give you my word. I will have it. I will have it brought to a place that it can do no harm to any of your people. I still know where my clan resides.
That needn't be necessary. You've put one down already. I'm sure you could do the second as well.
A fair point.
The less I know about it, the better. If I have to step in, I won't be pleased, Guzrock.
I do not expect anyone outside of myself to get hurt in this endeavor.
Well, that's a good start. Let's hope that no one gets hurt in this endeavor.
Indeed. I appreciate your optimism.
Not many receive it.
So, I do have opening night to get to, but before I go, would you like a spar?
That is tempting.
What are we on? We're about on finishing time, aren't we?
Yeah. 2 minutes.
Fantastic. That gives me time to actually make a Battle Mother Magdalene sheet.
What are you talking about? You don't
So
need
she
to do
kick
that.
Guzrock into the fucking dirt.
You just say as the episode comes to an end, Guzrock finally pays attention to what she meant with that comment,
Yeah.
and then she finds out the easy way.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes. Why, that sounds just delightful. And on that note, we'll fade to black. You guys can interpret however the fuck that means.
Yeah.
Why do I get the feeling I'm going to play another cleric with no powers very soon?
Oh, you know. Anyhoodle, that was the game, y'all. Woo.
Woo.
Yeah.
We will be back tomorrow. 3 of us will be. For some Starfinder. Into boobas.
Space boobas.
Space boobas. Gotta keep the joke alive before Arc Riots. Anyhoodle,
Yes.
thank you for watching, everybody. I have no idea if anybody else is on right now. Let's take a peek and see if there's anybody worth rating.
There is
I don't see anybody.
Tabletop Anthologies.
Tabletop Anthologies. I don't know what that is.
Do we know them through Pat, I think? Oh, they're doing wait, Call of Duty. What are they doing?
Is it all one word? Tabletop Anthologies?
Yes.
While you guys are doing that, everyone just remember to praise be the giant bee.
Praise
the
be
massive
A
bee.
giant bee.
That big enough for you, Yank? Well, it's pretty big, I guess. I'd like a coffee. Bee. Coffee. Bee.
Love that joke.
C-O-B-A.
fucking love
Baby.
Alright, we're heading to Tabletop Anthologies. Have a great night, everybody in chat. Goodbye.